Hi friends, thanks for joining me here for another animal spirit card. We did a little bit of a video clip last week that replaced the animal totem for last week, but it was a little bit more on personal growth and how we evolve as humans, so less focus on the animal totem. If you want to go back and have a bit of a look at that, please feel free, it's on the channel. If not, we're going to have a short version today of the card. I've already drawn it, and that's simply because I don't have anything I wanted to rattle off the top of my head. The card wanted to come out, and I'm just going to talk on that probably in a different way. And the reason I'm going to do it in a different way is because this one's come up again. The flamingo, which is embracing the in-between. And we have had this card before. It's interesting that it's come up again. But it's generally, the flamingo comes up when you're in a space of you're really busy in the mind, and old stuff is potentially coming up or being triggered for you, either old patterns and cycles, the way that you react to situations. Maybe some people are coming back in and triggering you in a certain way, and you're wondering, where all of these things came up. Either that, or we can also get ourselves caught up in futuristic thoughts, like, when is this going to happen for me? What's going to happen in my life? Where am I? We forget to be in the moment when that happens. So what the flamingo is saying is, ground yourself. Get your feet stuck in the dirt or in the grass, take a deep breath, look around and embrace the moment. What can happen in times like this when you start feeling really anxious or a little bit busy or a little bit triggered is we try not to feel that way, and we start looking for distractions. So if you're kind of doing that, you're looking for things to do so that you don't acknowledge the fact that you're feeling triggered and in this space, just take a break. It's okay to be triggered, and the beauty about triggers coming up is they're there so that you can look at them and let them move through, heal them. It makes sense, don't you think, that the more things that you kind of unpick, walk back through, or just release, the less triggers you're going to have in the long run. So that's what the flamingo is telling us. Just take a step at a time. Don't get too carried away with big things that may or may not happen down the road. What's your next step? Take a deep breath and then take it. So why don't we draw 3 tarot cards? See if they fit in with the message today. Last time I drew these, I didn't actually show them out of the deck, so I like to have a lot of integrity when I'm pulling the cards. I think it's really important. And trusting that what comes out is the message that needs to be heard. So it's really important that you see them actually come out. So what we're going to do is when we finish shuffling, I'm going to take the top 2 cards and the bottom, because the bottom generally tells us the underlying energy. So righto, one more, and let's see what comes out. So the one I just threw on the floor, I'll just go rescue it. Stand by. Better shuffle it one more time. Okay, what do we got off the top? The World card. 9 of Cups. And the bottom, the Knight of Cups. Right, the World card. This is a really good time to get this, because it's actually marking the end of some significant cycle in your life. Something is coming to an end, but not in a tower moment or a really big uncomfortable transition. Generally it means some kind of cycle that we might have been working on for the last couple of years or even the last 6 months starting to wrap up in a kind of a way that signifies completion rather than a very uncomfortable ending. And that generally will make the path for something new. Which leads us to the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, if you see him there on his own, it's generally a card of wish fulfillment. Not so much happy families. This is all about you as an individual. So this is somebody that potentially has finished off a cycle and done really well, learned their lessons, filled their cups up, and they're starting to kick some goals and get some traction in sand, get some things happening. And it might even involve, well, it is kind of a watery energy at the moment, because we've been in Cancer season, which generally brings up a lot of emotional stuff, which makes sense. We've drawn a couple of Cups cards So we're sitting in that space of being emotionally fulfilled, maybe overcome some emotional difficulties. And this is generally a card that is of action, so it's bringing in something that is of water or of emotion. This could be someone that's stepping forth with an offer of that's quite loving, an apology or some kind of forgiveness, but it's bringing it into that space of some kind of emotional benefits and really nice warm feelings coming in this week, which will be good. We can start opening up to that sort of thing coming in. We're going to be less inclined to be concerned about old stuff and what's yet to come. Have a great week.